Lately, I have been feeling such a draw to create and expand my love. Being in my last couple months at university, I feel like my whole world is going to change and I'm going to enter a whole, completely unknown level of this life. With so much up in the air right now, a constant truth in my being is that I want to create. So, hello, I'm Janaea, and welcome to my field notes on finding balance and love in the springtime. I'm really excited to share some of my favorite rituals and ways that I love to enter in the new month, and also share some of my words that I have on how I like to emotionally clear my space. As somebody with a lot of anxiety, doing a lot of things that keeps my headspace clear and really keeps my emotions from getting super overwhelmed is so important to me, just because I am a person who gets very overwhelmed often. This is something that I feel like I can talk about forever, but I just wanted to briefly share some of my little field notes that I have when welcoming in a new month. Starting with a clean physical space is so important to me. So during the first of the month or even the 31st, I'll go in. Number one thing that I always do is clean my bed sheets. Physically, I think it's really gross just having my bed sheets and my bedding collect up dust and dirt and oil from the months. It just really helps clear my brain. And I mean, there's just no better feeling than getting into a clean bed. And I also love kind of taking that same mentality for the rest of my room. A deep clean, wiping off any dust, putting away any clutter that I've been procrastinating, just starting fresh helps your mental state so much. And also I do that with the rest of my apartment or the rest of my living space, but doing it in my room is definitely a priority and the thing that makes the biggest difference, since I do spend so much time in here as an introvert. With a fresh physical space, I like to keep my emotional space also very clear. Going to the gym and going on lots of walks really helps this for me. Walking is definitely the biggest thing that I want to welcome in the month of May. Walks have just been such a lifesaver for me. I've gotten into it a lot during April, but during May, I just can't wait to do it more. There's such a beautiful walk right next to my apartment, and as I walk, the sun's just kissing my face, and I get to see little cats or little birds or little couples like sitting on porches and kids being kids, and I just think it's just the most beautiful thing. I really do feel just so overwhelmed with love whenever I'm walking and the sun is shining in my face and I'm out at least in a little bit of nature. Also in the area, I get to see little winks of the ocean as I'm walking by, and it's just so lovely, and I can't wait to spend a lot of time during this month going on walks. It's so good for self-reflection and just really connecting with myself. Such a great way to clear my headspace, and always truly puts me in such a nice mood. So that's definitely one of the biggest goals, one of my biggest ins for this month. Journaling, of course, is also so good for clearing my headspace, really getting any last resentments. I noticed writing about anything that's really been giving me anxiety for the last month, it just helps me so much with getting it out in the open and getting just a clear, fresh space when I am welcoming in the new month. Writing about anything that's been annoying me, any little internal conflicts that I'm having with people that I don't necessarily feel like I need to speak out. If it's really just something that I just need to let go, since I am such a sensitive person, sometimes that is the case where maybe a person isn't necessarily doing something wrong, but it's just kind of hitting me the wrong way. But journaling about it can really add perspective to that and can really make me realize, okay, either I should bring this up to the person and we can work through it together, or this is just something that I need to let go and take with love and grace and really move past. Journaling really helps me end any stress cycles that I'm carrying in from the month before. I like to bring in the new month with, again, a very clear space, and ending stress cycles that may be still persisting from the month before is really important to me. So along with journaling, doing things like yoga and meditating really helps me welcome in the new month. All this on top of a clean room and a clean space is just, I'm really set. Something that I've been really getting into is creating little mood boards for the new month. I think that setting intentions and a little manifestation is such a great way to welcome in the new month and really helps get my priorities clear, and also helps me get to know myself a little bit more. I figure out what is important to me right now, and it's really fun to watch kind of the things that I'm working on change throughout the months, and it's just really great for reflection as well. I wanted to share some of the things that I'm welcoming in for the month of May. These are, you can say, some of my ins. I want to do as much movement as possible. Getting into my body, A, helps with my anxiety, and B, is just so life-giving. I think it's easy for me to get so caught up in my head, but going on a walk or going to the gym just makes me feel so good. And again, walks have just been such a life giver for me and just has been making me feel so good and connected with myself. I want to spend the mornings doing things full of mindfulness, whether that's doing yoga or meditating, which honestly is sometimes really hard as a full-time student who has classes in the morning. But even spending 5 minutes drinking my matcha or my cacao and maybe journaling. I love reading books in the morning if I'm really into my book, just something that's not immediately rushing out the door. Having little pockets of peace and mindfulness in the morning has really helped set the tone for my day. On top of drinking more cacao and bringing in that mindfulness, I also love baking little sweet treats. I love doing it for my roommates. It's such a meditation for me, baking, kind of getting into the zone of mixing beautiful ingredients together and working with my hands and being unplugged. It's so fun for me, and also I love sharing with the people that I love. It's such a big love language for me. Of course, spending time in nature is always on my manifestation board and kind of my goals for the month, but since the weather's getting warmer, it's just been so much easier to do. I've been loving going to the parks by my house and just basking in the sun, reading a book or journaling or hanging out with friends. I really want to start bringing little rituals with me when I go to the park, whether that's some incense, some candles, kind of something to make more of a ceremony and bring some more intent into those natural spaces. And then I wrote at the bottom is just reflection, love, light, and slowness. And that's really just been my mantra of the year and kind of my life right now. I feel like slowness is a really big one. Slowing down, especially in the age of social media and doom scrolling, bringing in slowness and low dopamine things is something that I feel like I can talk about a lot and definitely want to share more on here. But that's just been such a big goal for me, kind of unwiring my brain from being on my phone and constantly doom scrolling or feeling like I have to be stimulated. I feel like being understimulated is a really big goal of mine and something that I want to bring in with intent for this phase of my life.
And being outside, and like the expansiveness when there's the birds and the insects and everything else going on, it feels so nice. But anyway, I just turned on the camera because I was like, I feel like
I went on such a nice little walk to this park by my house. It's so beautiful. It's a very nice day. I'm in the shade a little bit right now, but I'm gonna sit in the sun and like tan for a little bit or just soak up some sun. And it just feels so nice. I'm gonna do some journaling, some reading. I have 2 different books with me and just enjoy these little bits of springtime. I wanted to share this beautiful quote that I found. I wrote this actually at the beginning of my journal back in December, but I kind of refound it and I just wanted to share because I feel like this does a great job of showing where I'm at right now. Life will unfold, no rush. There's beauty and lingering in those deep belly breaths that ground you, and letting stillness settle in. Your path is yours. With bends that don't need explaining, let each moment echo and remind you that you're right where you need to be. Like, this is such a great quote because I feel like life has felt quite uncertain recently, and I feel like I've been in a little bit of awkward phases for the past month or two, but I feel like that just shows me how much beauty there is in the slowness and of just letting yourself feel awkward and letting those moments unfold, because I feel like they all lead to something. I did some really sweet little love letters, earlier today. So just spending my morning reflecting on love has been really nice, and I'm just excited to sit here and people watch and sunbathe, do some reading and reflecting.